Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man.
Got some vegetables. They'll have like carrots, asparagus, but like no broccoli somehow. And it's like,
Shouldn't we start the podcast? We're doing a lot of talking.
Yeah. I guess. I don't even know
We
episode
keep
we're on.
talking about this topic, but we should start.
Start.
Yeah.
I guess. Episode 102. No, thank you, sir. Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This. In the basement, we have Darren, Bim, and the cookie.
Genevieve.
Hey. Friends, so if you're just joining us, which I'm sure you are because we just hit record, we're talking about supermarkets and preferences. And Jen, you all right, Bim?
Because you're dope.
Are you just now figuring that out?
No, it just keeps being funnier and funnier every week.
My interpreter.
I speak cookie.
So do I.
Oh, no, this one.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
So yes, we're talking about supermarket preferences, and Jen doesn't do
No, I didn't say I
supermarkets.
don't do.
You don't.
I don't. It's not. No, I've recently become more open to going to Price Right, which is why I know about their upgrades. But by choice, I usually go to Shaw's, and it's not even like because Price Right. I just have PTSD from going there with my mom, and Shaw's just always been close to my house. So I hate Stop and Shop. I feel like everything in there is not in an order that makes sense. Like, why do you have fucking motor oil, batteries,
Next
baby
to the
food,
carts.
fucking tomatoes?
Next to the health and beauty section.
And people who go to Stop and Shop more than Shaw's, to them it makes sense. Like, what do you mean? Everything's in the right place.
It makes sense to me, but if I go in Shaw's, I'm like,
I'm like, why is the bread in an aisle in the middle of the store? Bread goes on the end.
yes, it goes on the end.
But
You're
in
right.
Stop and Shop, it's in the middle.
fucking middle.
That's how you know that store's out of order.
It is next to the pet food.
Next to the fucking.
I don't know how many times I've wandered into the pet food aisle, and I'm like,
How did I get here?
how did I get? I'm not supposed to be here. It's a card.
I feel like I went to a Stop and Shop more recently, and it had a fridge for like cold pet food, and
What? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
but
I understand what-
not near the other fridges. Like
It was like kind of by itself.
the store's out of
You're
order.
doing a lot.
the-
You can make a robot that walks up and down the aisle, but
but you can't.
you can't organize this better.
You can't be like, you know what? Peanut butter might want to go next to jelly, but instead the bread is.
So wait, you don't do Walmart?
I do not do Walmart for anything. I can't. I hate that store. I never told you that.
You always start to tell us, and I don't think you ever finish.
Oh, I can't with Walmart.
I know you live next to a Walmart, Bim.
Cookies mad good, Dad.
Nah,
I went to the gym.
I
I didn't eat, yo.
Are you gymming out? Oh, that's right. Yes. See, Walmart. I feel
I put
like
my gum in my cap, guys. I'm classy.
Walmart. I feel like I can do because I'm used to it, but I have to go to my Walmart. See the Johnston one or the Coventry one.
The one in Coventry gives me.
It's too much.
I haven't been there in years. Walmart is so massive,
It's too much.
and then when you go to Super Walmart,
It's too much. It is very overwhelming.
it's a lot, and I'm easily overwhelmed.
I can understand that. You're looking for chips and soda, and somehow you end up near baby clothes.
Why did I just buy a TV?
And
I didn't come here for that.
You see nothing wrong until you shove it in your car, and you're like,
I didn't even come ready.
I didn't even get the chips.
You never remember to get the thing you get for.
Right. Let me stop at Subway real quick before I leave.
I don't even like Subway sandwiches.
There was one morning I was there early. I don't remember for what, but I was there for a specific reason. And on my way out, I was like, Subway's open. I got $7 on me. I sat down and ate a little half flatbread. And I said to myself, what am I doing?
I'm about to
Nobody
go
was
out into the
around.
world.
I felt like I was one of those people I look at Subway early in the morning going like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't have work?
You got a family, a life. You don't watch Prices Right, nigga. Why are you here?
Why are you here? Why are you out of bed? Hi, guys.
No, we're gonna keep talking about this shit. And then Subway is one of them things where if you have the option of getting any food in the world,
Subways.
Subway is not gonna be it.
It's not.
But you're definitely driving from the Walmart to your home, so you have all the options in between.
And you still choose
And
Subway.
you still sat down.
There's a Denny's right on your way out of the Coventry one.
There is.
And still, here you are with your sloppily made sandwich.
From ham that was from last night because it's early in the morning. Fam.
Golly.
I can't do Walmart. And then people think that I like Target and I don't like Walmart. No, I don't like big stores. Target's just a little easier to digest because the aisles are wider.
Target, I feel like, is for white moms that have no behind and no lips.
Oh, I was not going in that direction at all. Bim, I'm gonna need you to stop eating cookies so you can join us.
No.
Because I don't know how to keep them under control.
No, we're here. Bim's like,
You're doing great.
so when Clarabelle was on lockdown, she could leave the house after having Kai. A couple of times she would ask, "Oh, can you go get diapers or whatever?" And cool. And so I find myself at Target at fucking 10:30 and looking around and going like, "Is this what you guys do? Like, why?"
Yo, hearing white moms talk about going to Target is hilarious. Like, you go on social media, it's like life.
It's life for
There's
them.
memes.
But I could get it. If my life was just a child in a house, it sounds bad when I say it like that.
Wow.
I recognize. Wow. But, like...
Bim, I told you. I can't stop
That's
him.
great.
He's on a train right now. Go ahead with your bullet train.
I don't know. But then I feel like I always get lost in Target. Like, I never know anything because I'm not in there enough.
That's a real thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go to Target to buy something a few months ago. And I couldn't find anything. And instead of me continuing to look, sorry, I got to chew this animal up. I stopped, downloaded the app so that I can get the location, so I could type in what I'm looking for, so it could tell me where to find it.
In this fucking store.
And that's when I found out that Target and Walmart have those numbers on the aisles. I never noticed that before.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, the numbered aisles. So when you go on the app, it'll tell you it's in aisle A7.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would just would have left. I'm not doing this.
That's why I don't go to these stores. If I want toilet paper, I'll go to a store that sells toilet paper. If I want cheese, I'll go to a deli and get cheese. I don't want to get all tires and I don't want to get tires and food at the same time, Darren.
Building 19.
You know what's funny? We were talking about
no, I'm sorry, not Building 19.
Job lot.
BJ's.
BJ's. That's one that I definitely don't go
BJ's
to.
is very overwhelming.
Cool.
And I feel like they make it seem like you're paying a good price.
But you're not.
But you're not.
You're not.
You're not.
You're just taking up space in your cabinets.
It's
Why do I
good
need
'cause
74 Hot Pockets?
Yeah, for bigger families like ours, like it works out great for us because we was always need a roll of toilet paper, or tissue paper, or the purple Fabuloso.
Okay. Fabuloso?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
That?
my wife is Spanish.
I know. I just said it in my head, though. I didn't say it out loud. You said it out
I can
loud.
say it because she is.
It took me so much to not say it out loud.
I appreciate you, Jen. I've come to the conclusion that my wife is going to leave me, and I'm almost okay with it.
I come to the conclusion that you're very optimistic to think she's just going to leave you. She's going to kill you. It's not going to be that simple, sir.
It's just simple.
I'm
I'm
tired
just
of
gonna
this
simply leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it to her the other day. Like, I said to her, if you were to come to me and tell me that you're leaving,
Oh, God.
I'd be sad, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'd be like, I get it. Like,
And then you start asking questions because you're nosy. Which one was the last straw?
What? I said that to her. I'd want to know what broke the camel's back.
I know my.
But I'd be like,
right.
I mean, I get it. All right.
I didn't have to put my balls in your china bowl. I get it.
That happened.
I understand it was in the hutch, and that means it's fancy. But I just took that as that means we don't use them. And I never paid attention enough to notice that we do use them. I apologize for that too. I should open my eyes more.
I should have. I mean, I wish you luck in the future, but you know.
Just know that you've built up a high tolerance and patience. So your next husband is a lucky man.
He's even a good one. If your partner were to leave you, would you be shocked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Well, because we're not married yet, so I haven't done enough to get her as annoyed at me. But I will be like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Hey, I just gave you that.
Oh.
Remember? Already?
Yeah.
I ain't did nothing. What I did? The podcast? I have to quit.
I mean, I wish you
You can
would.
keep the ring.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding. I kid.
Back to stores real quick. The only other store that's screaming in my head that I absolutely hated going to when I was little is Fashion Bug, and thank God that.
Oh
store
my
closed.
God, Fashion Bug was the fucking worst to go to.
It's in your
worse.
plaza, yeah?
No, not in her plaza. Near your house though.
The plaza near my house, yeah.
It was in there.
Oh, was it? Oh, there wasn't there. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the one off Main. Near the.
Yep.
It's not there anymore, but
Nope, it's not. Nope.
the hours lost in that fucking store.
Brother, man, let me
You,
tell you
you and
something.
mommy?
Me, mommy, and CJ.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
That's a great
Yeah,
shopping trip.
Right.
you just left me at home, Mom.
Much rather kill each other than be in Fashion Bug, looking at the mannequins and hiding from each other and stuff.
Even with me being a female, so it's not even like, oh, because you're a little boy. Me as a little girl, my mother would say, come, let me stop in Fashion Bug real fast. You know the anger
There's no
that went through my little body. And hit or miss. I want to go to hit or miss.
I
You didn't go to hit or miss? I think
I
hit,
don't remember.
hit or miss might have been the precursor to Fashion Bug.
Oh, okay.
Hit or miss. Then her and her friends would be all excited when they found something cute. Oh, I bought this from Hit or Miss. It was a miss. It was always a miss. Never a hit. Fucking hit.
I'm sure my children are going to grow up and say the same thing about Lowe's and Home Depot. Because I steady drag them to. We were in Home Depot the other day being stupid. And of course, are you an embarrassing parent when you're with your kid in the store?
Nah, we two cool cats.
Oh, yeah?
They probably
Well, no, I'm lying. Fuck. We just
Yo.
at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh,
And
boy.
we got some baseball pants for them. And we're in line. The lady's trying to figure out the coupon. And they had one of those massagers by the checkout stuff. So she's taking the time. I'm like, all right, let me go. I'm like, I look at him like,
Yeah.
he's like, you're like a kid.
Yeah.
Damn, you want to try it? Fine. All right. Yeah,
See,
so,
you don't take pride in embarrassing him.
I don't even call it embarrassed. I just want to try the damn thing.
Oh.
It's just being me, man.
As soon as I figure out something that's embarrassing, like we were looking at toilets.
I knew it was going to be toilets.
It's gonna be
I
toilets.
had a feeling.
Yeah. And so I'm looking up, and of course I'm like, "Fuck, I got to shit." I can hold it, and I'm with Celeste. So I'm looking at toilets, and I'm like, "Okay, I want that one." But and I'm like just being stupid. I want that one. If I don't get that one, then I must get that one. But that one is too much. And Celeste is giggling, and I'm like, "I need help. Hello,
Oh, God.
help me."
So you're that dad,
I'm
huh?
that dad.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
no.
Celeste is like, Daddy, stop. So so I was like, bet me. Say I won't keep this up in front of somebody. And she's like, Daddy, don't. And I'm like, all right, cool. Somebody walked by. Hey, sir, Vite Malo, come on,
Oh,
come,
no,
come,
not in the crayon.
come,
dear.
come.
Jeepers.
As you can see, sir, I want this toilet, but there's no box down here. The box is way up there. Can you get for me because I cannot reach? And he's like, I'm like, if you don't want to get that one, I understand. I'll take this one, but the box is an ugly box. Give me money off that.
Let me ask you something. As you put on this accent and this person's looking at you like, what the hell? Did you at some point just break the accent and just start talking
Absolutely
regular?
not.
That would have been amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
Next time you do it, please do that.
Okay, I got you. But I ended up getting $20 off the box because I didn't like it.
Hey!
That lazy motherfucker. He could have went.
It was their closing. He was like, that was all right. Fuck it. Just get the fuck out of here.
Who buys a toilet at 8:45 anyway? On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. You're absolutely right. It was Tuesday.
How do I know this man?
You know
I
me,
know this
Jen. You
man.
know me.
102 episodes
You know,
in.
man.
You learn things about this motherfucker.
18 minutes into the episode, and we've talked about absolutely nothing. I apologize, listeners, but I don't really. So, how are my friends doing this week?
Okay.
You want the truth or just the...
I want the truth and nothing but the truth, so God help you.
Nigga, it's just weird out here, dog. Jen, I know you don't want to talk about it. Fucking
My,
I'm panicking. and
my anxiety is through the fucking
freaking
roof.
out, man.
Why?
What do you mean? Why, nigga? They canceled the NBA, dog. Cancel March Madness. I broke something. Cancel March Madness. I broke something. Everything is on the shit.
Hold on. I'll keep going.
Keep going, please.
I'll keep going.
Did you break
Bim
something?
broke the mic with his rant, so I gotta keep going. The cancel. You broke it.
Keep going.
Bim, what did you do?
It's Corona.
Oh my god, Bim, you can't say that.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Why can't you?
I can't keep going. Talk into the mic. I want to see if the
You
thing.
need-
Oh my
I don't know
jeepers.
what happened.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but they cancel everything. They cancel basketball. They cancel hockey.
Keep going.
They cancel college basketball. They cancel everything. I don't. Oh my gosh.
Keep
I
going,
can't keep
guys.
going because you're shaking the mic. So I wasn't gonna talk about it, and you've left me by myself to be the one to hold this conversation.
You have to.
I don't want to take Darren's mic and talk. I can't talk about it. It's giving me anxiety.
Talk about it. Darren, talk about it.
Corona makes me scared.
And you don't know. Check. Oh shit, it's the wire. Keep going.
Darren-
You don't know anything, Darren? I'll get it.
Darren can be the one to talk about it because he's so clueless about things, Bim. And
Okay.
Better that way.
I can't be led by him.
So
Bim, why would your mic break right now?
came back. So the coronavirus, yes, it is a huge epidemic.
Pandemic.
Pandemic. What is it?
Pandemic. I don't know what the
Pandemic.
difference is, but they're specifically using the word pandemic.
You're right. Rhode Island has declared a state of emergency over this.
Yeah.
So has Massachusetts. And yeah, it is
It was
killing
the Earth, nigga. The Earth has declared.
yeah, it's all right. It's brief. Yeah, so actually, I was just reading last night how it is just making its way through Germany. It is dying out in, where did it start?
China.
In China. It's time to taper off as...
Hear me, people. Be afraid. There's something going on. Listen, I'm back. They try to shut me down. People are dying, man. They stopped the NBA. They stopped the NCAA. They're going to stop the NAACP. We have to be careful. Everyone, please. Please. People are dying. They closed the schools. The
They
stock market
closed
dipped.
school. They didn't just close school. Let me tell you something. They didn't just close school. They canceled college.
They fucking
college.
canceled college.
How you cancel college?
When has any of this shit ever happened before? Tell me. Huh? Listen, I was fine until they started doing all this shit. I was like, look, it's old people. I'm not old.
Right.
Keep this old people safe. It was China. Okay. China. They'll figure it
It's
out.
kind of far. Yeah.
Italy. Okay. When we first heard Italy, it wasn't as extreme as in that. So it was like, okay, we'll figure it out. A few people came. The flu still kills more people. All that logical shit.
Yep.
Swine flu. We dealt with all this stuff before. Ebola even. Shit, blood coming out your fucking everything. And we were cool. When they done... So my son had a baseball trip to Florida next week. Canceled. $7,000 we paid. It's fine. So I'm like, okay.
It's not fine.
I'm like, okay, son. You know, the kids, they want to make sure no issues. Fine, okay. Also, they are started with the schools. 2 weeks. I was going to, until April. Huh? Okay. Other events canceled. They're thinking about playing games with no crowd at NBA games and whatnot. I'm like, it's weird, but okay, at least we get to watch something. I'm watching ESPN yesterday, about to watch a game, and they're like, yeah, nah, dog. No, we, nah, everybody's, thank you. Huh? What the fuck? One of the players got it. Huh? Then today, another player got it. Huh? March Madness. Canceled. Oh, God.
Bim was in his house like that.
This is worse than an earthquake, Bim.
I'm just like, I'm 8 all over again.
Yo.
So wait.
I'm trying so hard.
Wait.
My heart has been skipping. I like literally having anxiety. So there'll be times where like I'm like breathing and I'm like, like when I go to buy food. Like, and I went to shows today and yesterday. I went to shows yesterday. I went to CVS today. And each time I went to the store, because I'm like, I need to make sure I get everything that I need in my house in case I'm stuck here. You know what I mean? And every time I go to the store, like as I'm on my way to the store and as I'm walking in the aisles, I'm literally having a mini panic attack. I'm like breathing different. I'm feeling a little nauseous. And I'm like, why am I feeling sick? And then I'm getting more nervous. I'm like, am I sick because I'm sick? But I'm not sick because I'm sick. But while I'm in the store having this panic attack, it's making me panic more.
Yeah.
And then I have to hurry up and get what I'm getting, pay for it, get the fuck out, get in my car, and go home so I can relax. It's bad.
Darren? Darren?
Yes.
Darren?
I don't care.
I don't.
Listen, sir.
Listen, okay.
Did you see Outbreak?
No.
No.
Do you see Contagion?
No, I read the book.
Do you see any of you read? Did you see any of these? Listen to me. Did you see any of these films? You have subject A or whatever, and then they spread it, and then you get on a plane, and then they go there, and then they go there, and the heat map, and then everybody dies, and then monkeys take over the world. Darren, this is serious, man.
Bim, let me say something.
Jack.
I wanted to record tonight for mostly one reason. I'm like, if I'm feeling this way, a lot of people need something to take their mind off this shit.
You're right.
So we should record so they have something to listen to take their mind off this shit for a couple hours.
Bim is not helping.
And Bim is not helping.
Bim
is doing very bad right now.
Be like Darren.
I'm not okay. I was like Darren. I was like you, man. I was like you, man.
I was not like him.
Until I sat down, Darren. I watched the NBA every whatever day it's on, TNT, ESPN, ABC, all that shit. All that shit, dog. I am watching them, and they're like, the announcers are like, huh? And Scott Van Pelt on ESPN is like, this is, when I'm fine, people buying toilet paper, I don't care. But then when people who don't freak out start freaking out, I'm like, hey, man, something's up.
But why are those people freaking out?
Because they're closing the schools, Darren. They're closing schools.
Bim,
They said no NBA.
Bim.
They took the
Bim,
NBA.
People want to relax, and you're not helping.
They took the NCAA.
Talk about
You know how
something.
big March Madness is? Darren, they ain't telling us something, man. They ain't saying something. Why they can't? When's the last time in our life that they did this? Tell me.
Well, there was mad cow disease that was killing people.
Did they cancel
They
the
didn't cancel
NBA?
that one.
Well,
they didn't
Did they
cancel
cancel
that
school? I'm talking about everything,
Oh,
Darren.
they canceled. Okay.
They canceled
No.
Disneyland.
Never,
nigga.
right?
They
I'm
canceled,
scared.
They canceled
They
Disneyland.
canceled. They closed Disneyland. Darren.
They did. I saw that and I was like, wow, that's.
Okay, now registering with you a little bit, huh?
No,
What you need
but
to see? A
still-
plane fall out of
but
the sky?
My thing is, and this is ignorance talking. I know it is killing people, or older, from what I understand, older people
60 plus are at risk.
a higher risk, right? Or people with weak immune systems. So an NBA player, not that he has weak immune system, but he caught it. Tom Hanks tested positive for it, and so he's getting treated, and he should be fine.
I'm
not worried about that. Yeah, it's not that.
So
Because we know it's not going to kill us. It's the reaction. Because if we're this cool, why aren't they this cool? The government and shit. Something is going on, man. Sorry, listeners, if I'm freaking you out.
You are. They have turned the shit off, Bim.
Please
they
come
didn't even
back.
get to hear your apology.
Please, baby, please come back. Guys, I'm sorry. But I don't know how this started. Was it me?
Yeah, it was.
It was absolutely.
Give me some cookies.
It was better off when you were eating cookies and you were being quiet and you were letting Darren be Darren. Now you've made everything worse.
I'm scared.
We'll talk more about it later, Bim. Okay? We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Okay. You all right, friend?
No.
Because I came down here and I was calm, and now I'm back to anxious. Palm sweaty, meatball spaghetti, whatever the fuck he says.
Just look at Darren. He's calming.
And drinking his water like nothing's going on. Drink some alcohol, man. Shit's happening. All right.
I guess I'm whatever.
I had some questions for you. That
Everybody, just be safe, please.
Wash your hands.
Take all proper precautions. Please, everyone. If you don't have to leave the house, don't.
Like we didn't. As
Buy
we're
toilet
here
paper.
in Darren's house.
Buy all the distilled water you can find.
Please don't buy the distilled water. I'm down to half a gallon.
I meant to go try to get you some before I came and I forgot.
You read my. I was gonna do the same.
Oh,
And I would have appreciated you both. If you both showed up here with a gallon full of distilled water, I'd have fucking hugged you both.
How quickly do
Get
you
back
run
here.
through that stuff?
But a half gallon a week apparently if you did math and paid attention.
Is
Yeah.
it that fast?
It's about a gallon, like every
Say 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Why he ain't just...
Why you just say yes when I said half gallon a week?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I'm looking at him like he's gonna fucking say 2.
No, not a half a gallon a week.
And you said say every 2 weeks. You baited him, and he took the bait.
No,
I
he
would
was
have
gonna
lied
say-
on purpose.
I was like, no, she's right. That's what happens when you're married, Bim. You hear
that.
the right answer and you're like,
You know what that is
yeah, you're
correct.
right.
Oh dear.
So I had a couple of questions that I was what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but insert a word there. That you shouldn't bring up. Actually, no, I'm back to Corona. Give me a second. Because this morning, right, our friend Dorian posted a tweet. Now, let me back up a few days. Somehow I ended up on O.J. Simpson's Twitter the other day. I don't know how.
You end up on the weirdest places. That's
I
how.
do. So this is why I don't like being on social media. I take a lot of wrong turns. So, ended up on OJ's Twitter, and his bio says something like, "If I didn't say it here, I didn't say it." And I'm like, how am I supposed to know if that's true? But then when you scroll down, it's all videos of him in his house. Like he doesn't tweet; he puts videos up.
Right.
So you know it's OJ. All right, cool. So our friend Dorian, posted a screenshot that someone had screenshotted of OJ, where he had tweeted the picture of the Bronco chase, saying, "This is how I'm running from Corona."
He didn't post that.
And so in my head, I'm like, there's no way that OJ posted that. There's no way. So, of course, I do what I always do. Go on the Twitter, try to find their official page. So the page that posted it isn't an official page. Right. So the good news is OJ didn't post that. Mm-hmm. The bad news is, as I was looking for OJ's real page, and I stumbled upon his actual page, he had posted a video in a tweet. Now, if anyone who's friends with me on social media saw me post the other day where he posted a picture of himself leaving Costco with a heavy-duty cart full of paper towels and toilet paper, and his caption was, "Coronavirus, is anyone else scared?" or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And then someone retweeted it and said, "But did you get gloves?" which is
Internet
funny.
Comments are just up there.
Up there. No matter what the fuck's going on, did you get gloves? Haha. I hope OJ laughed at that. I hope he saw.
I'm sure he did.
Jumped over an Enterprise car. So like I said, I stumbled on OJ's page the other day. So when I looked again today for it, he posted a video. And it's him at home, outside. And I guess it's his daughter recording. And she's like, "Dad, what are you doing?" This man got a Home Depot mask on. I sent this to my friends this morning.
He did.
He's got a Home Depot mask on. He's got about, I just looked quickly, maybe it's about between $97 and $104.
It was a weird dollar amount.
It was weird denominations. There's a bunch of bills scattered about.
Was it U.S. money?
It was just colorful.
Okay.
But yeah, it did look foreign. So it was a few 20s, a few ones, whatever. And his daughter's like, "Dad, what are you doing?" He's got a can of Lysol. He's spraying down the money. And he's like, "Everybody's saying you got to be safe and you can't shake hands and touch each other. So I figured people always touch money. And this is the money I won at the golf course. So I got to keep safe." And he's spraying it with Lysol. OJ, now listen, if it was anyone else who had posted this, I actually would be like, you know what? That's true. Money's gross. Mm-hmm. But we've always known this. You're always supposed to wash your hands when you touch money. But whatever. But did you say you won it at the golf course? It was like $100-something.
100 and change. It was 103.
Tops.
Yeah, some ones.
There was some ones in there.
So what were you doing?
Why was this video necessary?
You know what? When you showed us that, because I don't look at OJ stuff. I saw the other ones when he first came on Twitter and all, and I was like, "Oh, this is a terrible idea."
Terrible.
But I saw it. You know what I saw, Jen?
Man living his life.
I saw a guy. You know, Darren, I just saw a guy. Has a little golf visor on. Just trying to make a little funny video, a little corny funny video for the internet. Had his daughter recording. Just a guy, you know. I was happy for OJ in that moment. Very unpopular statement.
You guys are on a fucking problematic train tonight.
But just watching that video.
Time out.
Just that moment,
You can't skip over. Thank you, Darren.
What's wrong with that?
You can't skip over. I was happy for OJ.
The man served his time.
No, he didn't.
What do you mean? He was in jail. They got him on something.
But that wasn't the time you served for murder. He's out now.
Because he did that shit, right?
Because he's out.
But since he's out, since we're here, when I watched that video with the lens of someone just watching a video, not, whatever. It's like just a guy. He had a little laugh at the end of it and just kept spraying. I was like, oh, look at OJ. He's just living life,
no one says that. Oh, look at OJ. Nobody says that.
We're breaking ground, man. What you want?
Nobody says that. I don't want to break this kind of ground.
Look at the video again. He's just OJ, man. He's just, hey, man.
I watched it like 4 times today.
You didn't feel all?
I did not feel awe. Awe is not what I felt.
He's just a guy, man. Leave OJ alone, everybody. Let him just post his videos.
He is just a guy.
All right, stop there. Stop. Next topic.
Unlike you two motherfuckers, I know when to stop.
Yeah, OJ, I'm gonna spray my money too.
You know what's funny?
Please don't.
This wasn't even on purpose. So you know how I always text myself things? And I saw a link, and I texted it to myself because I meant to go back and read it. And so now I'm looking at my text to myself, and it's the 2021 Ford Bronco, because they're coming back out with it.
Oh, look at the timing on that. It looks nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
and
looks
I was
nice.
going to show you guys.
Like a tank.
That's funny. Anyway,
Well, if they were smart,
they'd make them all white
they'd reach out to somebody.
for an endorsement.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Bim.
Guess who would buy one?
Bim.
He's just a guy, man.
Bim,
Bim,
listen.
listen.
Listen. With your ears.
You can't do that.
But I did. I ain't say a knife company should endorse. It's just a vehicle.
Bim.
All right. That wouldn't be smart, though? Come on.
Bruno Mali needs a new sponsor, too.
Hey, if you could, can you buy a couple stocks for me in that company? I know you know how to do it.
Funny you say that. Yes, I'm freaking out.
But you're thinking I can buy stocks in a couple of days.
No, today. So I went on
It's a tank, right?
everything.
It's so right now is a good time to buy stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I had mentioned before, tax season. When you get your money, please just invest something, or pay down debt. If you have money, again, I'm not a specialist. I don't know shit.
This is very insensitive to the times. You're acting like Trump right now.
No, guys.
Talking about money.
So now, listen. This is important. This is important.
I mean, I get
Come
what
on.
you're saying, John.
Come on,
And
Warwick Darren. I know.
Well, the only thing I was saying in my head was like, gas is cheap.
So, because that's thinking in the short term, right?
Mm-hmm.
When things are buy low, sell high, right? We all know that phrase. Let's apply, right? So now, if you need your money to buy toilet paper and Lysol and Fabuloso, please don't buy anything on the stock market. You may lose your money. There's risk involved with the stock market. If you put your money in, there's no guarantee that you're going to get any of it back. Disclaimer. Now, coronavirus hits. It's been going on for a little bit. Stock market really took the hit as of a few days ago. The Dow is down. Everything is down. Pandemonium. My Snapchat stock is down. It's fine. But the other thing that happens is the big stocks that were super expensive before are lower. Some of them damn near half or more. So what do? You find a company that you probably would have invested in before and see if the price makes sense for you. If it's still too high, don't do it. Find another company that's lower but has the potential to bounce back faster. Read up on the company. It could be a popular one. It could be another one that's kind of in between. But just make sure the stock price is good for you. And then look at the company's history of where their stock performance is. Don't say they did good for 3 months at this number and then buy it because it's half of that. No, look at like the past year or so to see where they leveled out. So I saw an article that Live Nation, aka Ticketmaster, lost $1.8 billion within the past few days.
Because people are not buying tickets because they're not going places.
And shows getting canceled
Right.
and people wanting refunds. Terrible.
That's gonna bounce back.
First thing I did, let me see what the numbers is at. When I first looked at it, they were like at $37 a share. Let me look at the history. In February, the end of February, they were up to $76 max a share. Then I looked at the year, they were averaging around $62, $61, something like that.
So you can
Snatched up some shares.
double up.
Yep. Now, there was fluctuation throughout today. It got as low as $32 and as high as $39, but it's fluctuation. But my play is, hey, let me buy a few shares at this low number, and I don't care if this is for like a year or 2 years or whatever. At some point, I'm going to get my bread back.
So when you say a few shares, like for you, what's a few? Like
Oh,
two?
no, I bought like, eight shares? Wow. Yeah, so nothing crazy. But again, it's dependent on your pockets. Yep. If you want to just test out the stock market and play around with it, if you download the Robinhood app, man, I just wish I had my code or some shit. If you download the Robinhood app, you could buy one stock if you want to. So for fun, you can go in and get a stock that's like $5. You got the $5 stock and just see what it does. See how you feel. It's almost like gambling. But if you put some knowledge behind it, you can get some bread back. So something to consider. People are going to make millions or billions of dollars during this time or after this thing turns around. People are going to make so much fucking money.
Why not be one of them?
Seriously. People are going to make tons of money.
Yeah.
Message.
I think the word was advised. I think I was advised not to ask you guys this on the podcast. That was the word.
Well, who said that?
I appreciate your money matters. moment, or whatever you call it.
Jenny gonna buy stock and something?
I don't know.
I think you should.
I used
Download
to- I
Robin
used-
Hood. Use my thing.
We'll talk about that later.
All right, fine.
I actually liked when we played the stock market game in elementary school. Did you guys play that shit?
I wish.
That was fun.
I don't recall.
It's like, so basically, because back then it was newspapers, not internet.
Oh wow! Look how things changed. God, shit.
So you'd have to go. You had the business section of the newspaper.
Yeah.
Had the stock market stuff in the back. You had to look at the numbers. It was all typed out.
Holy shit.
So we basically played a game in school where you pretend that you're buying shares of a stock and you watching. But it was so early in school where it did. I was just making sure the thing.
Oh. Corona? What the fuck? Oh, sorry.
I feel like Bim thinks it's like a grown man.
Hey! Corona. Don't beat me. Don't beat me.
You couldn't really grasp what this really meant when you buying the stock and then you sell it back and da da da. But it was fun.
Yeah.
'Cause I like math.
Yeah. I think, and again, if you have money that you don't need, this is very important. Money that you don't need, don't mind losing, kind of like going to the casino. If you don't mind $100, $20, $10, do that and just play around, test it out, and see how you do. So if you do it with $10, take a chance with a stock, and then see what the turnaround is based on this event. It may encourage some people to do it more in the future, and kind of play around with it, because a lot of money is being made on the back end right now. There's a lot of things going on.
Your question that you advise not to ask.
Darren, you set yourself up for these things.
Yeah. I'm curious now. I'm curious.
I just had a couple would you rather questions that popped into my head.
Why you suck your teeth?
Because he knows it's gonna be
Which
bad.
rather ones are bad with Jen?
They're bad.
You know this.
Do I? Oh, was that the second
Yes.
Well, it's on that same, which is why I was advised not to do it again.
Yeah, you don't listen.
I don't listen, and then Darren brought it back,
Yeah,
so
I
now
brought
it's
it back up.
I've been given a sign.
All right, here we go.
All right, so the first one is
Okay, this is the first one.
because
One of three.
Always the first one. It's never
Fuck.
just one.
so I'm not a man, and so I don't get to answer this
Why
question.
you don't do ones that you could fucking be compromised by? Ah.
Taste the soup. So, you are a man. This is even tough to ask.
It's gonna be tough because she don't even know how to ask it.
That's bad.
That's bad for Jen.
If she's pausing.
She sighed a deep, heavy
As if it's not her
convictional
own
sigh.
question.
Yeah, right.
You did this.
Who forced you?
Who forced you?
know
Is
it.
it by force? Nobody asked you. All right. Question is, fellers, would you rather be able to?
Okay.
Would you rather be able to suck your own
I knew
dick
it. I knew it. Go ahead.
or lick your own balls?
Suck your own dick or lick your own balls. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm able to doesn't mean I'm gonna do it, right?
I don't know. Which is a more useful skill?
More useful skill.
I fucking hate this one.
More useful skill.
Like, which would benefit you more if you knew how to do
I mean,
it?
if you could do one, you could do the other.
No, you can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I can suck my balls, then I can suck my dick.
Nah, no, you can lick your balls or you can suck your dick. Maybe you just can't put things in your mouth. I don't know. You only have one skill. Which
I
one?
bet I know you're not looking at her, but the seriousness in her eyes.
Because
Her,
I mean this
her
shit.
brown Ghanaian eyes.
Oh, here we go.
Her beautiful, big, intense.
When your wife literally kills you.
What was it? Was it the Ghanaian thing? Yeah.
Or because I said they were big and brown. That was a lot, right?
Yeah, it was.
Alliteration.
You're right.
Alliteration.
Proceed. Do I have...
All right, are you going to skip this one?
Are you gonna ask me a worse one and to be like,
Probably.
you should have answered the
Probably.
first one.
Probably.
Can you give us all of them and I can choose which one to answer?
I only have two. I have three.
So if I skip this, yeah. Ugh.
The third one's not a would you rather. The third one's just a question. The third one's not that bad.
So go to the third one.
No, because you got to do 1, 2, then 3. That's how math works.
Bim, you skipping?
You skipping? All right, cool.
Yeah, either side is. Yeah, I'll skip.
You're gonna set me up.
All right, so
This
now,
one's
I got a
the
weekend
worst.
with the fellas. I don't need no smoke.
well, you really not gonna like
We
this
can
question.
postpone the release of the episode.
The second question, you're probably not gonna answer anyway. But I think it's a fun question.
I'm sure.
I'll even rephrase it so that I can answer. If you could pleasure, because this is on the second question you asked. If you could pleasure yourself orally, would you do it?
No.
Why? Oh no, go ahead, Bim.
No.
Why?
Because that would make me gay.
Because you suck a dick. Does that make you gay?
Sir, that doesn't make you gay.
No?
Because
fun. Do
now,
it.
again, I wouldn't do it. Because it's gross.
Hold on. This is a good question. Because I feel like it does bring up the premise if you're gay or not. If you could
No, it
suck your
doesn't.
own dick.
You brought that in.
I know, because she knew one of us was going to go there. Did you not?
I'm wondering the same thing. Does it make you gay?
Okay. Continue, Bim.
You jack off.
Yeah.
Does that make you gay?
No.
You're touching a quark.
It's my
Not a
clock.
quark.
So you're touching you. So because it's yours, it doesn't make you gay.
I guess not. I see your logic.
There you go. So it's now it's just a matter of preference. I don't want to taste myself. That's
Yeah,
nasty.
see, I don't want dick breath.
I don't even like licking my hand after eating or all that. I don't like to, so I'm not gonna no. No.
Let me get this straight. So you wouldn't do
me
it
get this
because
straight.
of your taste?
Cause I want to taste the cock.
I'm sorry. Wait. Say, what'd you say again? What'd you ask him?
So his reason for not wanting to do it is because he don't like the taste of himself?
I don't want to taste a dick in my mouth.
But you just said it's your own dick. It's different than just a dick.
I don't like.
Like you wouldn't
I
want to
don't
grab
know.
a dick.
So you don't like the taste of your own skin? Like,
Yeah, I don't
not
wanna-
that you prefer it, but like if you
Yeah.
had to lick something off your fingers, you're like, ah.
Nah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, a lot of people feel that way, but you wouldn't grab another dick,
Is it really?
obviously.
Okay.
But you grabbed your own.
No, yeah, but I like the way I feel when I grab my own.
So you're gonna like the way you feel if you know how to suck your own dick.
Nah, I don't want to taste myself.
But the feeling you get
Let's
from
stick
it.
with this.
I don't want to suck a dick, whether it's mine or somebody else's. I don't want to do that, and
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it gay.
But I think no.
Darren, leave the gay thing out.
What?
That's not what I was gonna.
I know, but that's what I hear in my head is like, you are being gay.
Because listen, like Ben mentioned, people have been jerking off with their hands forever because that's just what your body allows you to do.
Bim,
What?
what was that?
Ben just threw a dick gang sign. I don't know what that was.
It was aggressive too.
I'm just showing appreciation is all. Go ahead.
To who? I'm not sure. His dick is gonna watch it later. Like, oh, wow, you got me a shot. Tag us in a post.
His hand is like, oh, me too.
All right.
So because it's accepted because that's how people have relieved themselves forever, no one thinks that is gay, like he said. But if we started out as humans and that was a thing that people are flexible enough to suck their own thing,
Nobody would think differently about it.
and if you had the opportunity and ability to do so in that circumstance, would you do it? It's not gay.
Yeah.
You have the
it was just-
ability.
I can suck my dick, and nobody would think anything of it.
I think if guys could suck their own dick, they wouldn't be so susceptible to being taken advantage of by women.
Nah.
Explain.
Because imagine that you're doing all this stuff just because you're imagining this person sucking your dick,
No.
and then now this person's coming at you with some kind of nonsense. You're like, I don't need you.
Nah.
We already do that. Like, take care of myself.
Right. So now if you could take care of yourself with your hand and a mouth, you really wouldn't need her.
Nah, I stick with the hand. Still. Yeah.
All right. So the third question.
Wait, hold
Go ahead.
on. You got to answer.
Oh.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that.
It's
so-
I love how it's so quick.
simple.
I know. You
Obviously
stupid.
not. No.
Come on.
Tell us why, though. Why wouldn't you?
That's stupid. I don't got time for that.
Gen logic.
Oh, dear.
My bad.
It's okay.
That was very anticlimactic, but
Oh, third one?
the third question. What day was this? I was like, this was Tuesday morning.
That's how you roll.
Whatever.
Oh, remind me to give you guys your soaps.
Oh, right.
It was Sunday. Would you date yourself if you weren't you?
Fuck yeah. Darren, you got working your self-esteem, man. Why? You're a hell of a guy.
I'm really not.
You have fun at Home Depot. Come on.
You got great hair.
You great hair.
Thank you. No.
You build shit.
Come
on.
I wouldn't deal with me if I.
What's wrong with you?
A lot.
Tell us.
Turn his whole body. I was a little uncomfortable when you turned, but it's all right.
Is it the mask?
Once that distilled water runs out, you know what happens? It smokes up.
Oh shit!
He looks like a
That's
dragon.
dangerous.
To me, there's a lot about me that's just like so I believe that there's somebody for everybody, right? Whether you're married once, 3 times, and it doesn't work out, like that person wasn't for you, right? And that person is the only person that's capable of dealing with you. Mm-hmm. I am not capable of dealing with myself.
Interesting. Right. But tell us what stuff though. Come on, give us the dirt.
On a decent day,
boy.
on a decent day, I'm a pretty big ball of shit. Like, if like it doesn't take much for me to be a ball of shit. You know what I mean? Like, if we're talking and then I just don't want to talk anymore, like I don't need much to just not want to talk to you. Mm-hmm. I think I was in a sort of a relationship. We were like seeing each other, and I just like Tuesday. I was just like, I'm just gonna go quiet. Like I'm
not respond to
yeah,
text
not like
calls.
like I'm gonna let you know like I just don't feel like talking, so I'll talk to you when I feel like talking to you.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to deal with that.
You still do that?
Not as bad. But there are times where I tell Clara, like, I just feel like being quiet. I won't tell her I'm not going to talk to you until Friday.
Right.
But I'll just be like, I just feel like I'm kind of being quiet. But we have so much going on that we have to be in contact or conversation about something.
We have to.
We have to. Like I can't not speak to her about the boys and what's going on in the house.
Is always a surprise.
Right?
Such a fun game.
I wasn't expecting.
Me either.
So I have to talk to her. But there's sometimes where I'm just like, I don't want to talk. So that's 1, right? 2,
So baby, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
2, like, I don't feed off people's energy well. Like, unless I know them really, like, I know you guys. So I know Thursdays, I can feed off your energy, you can feed off mine, and it's fine.
Right.
But, like, if you're in a good mood, if that won't put me in a good mood,
right?
If I'm not in that, like that would like probably annoy the shit out of me that you're in a good mood, and I'll just be like, I'm gonna go, right? I'm pretty sure I've been on a date, and I felt myself looking at the ceiling, going like, I want to go home,
fam.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be able to deal with me.
So what do you think it is? You just like being alone? You don't fuck with people?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
I think I fuck with people to an extent. Like I can, I guess in the capacity, like in a relationship, in a romantic capacity, it's very low. Yeah. Which is why I'm like, I look at my wife and I'm like, God bless you, because I wouldn't be able to deal with me if I were you. If she would have come to me tomorrow morning, like I think I've reached the end of my rope, I would be like,
Next question.
You said this, right?
No,
keep going.
Now it's cut.
Darren, why? What is bad about this?
You would fight for your relationship.
I would, because I love my wife.
Of course.
And she's the best thing that's ever happened.
Of course.
Right.
So therefore, you would not understand why she would, because she's in this and she loves you.
Just because you fight for it doesn't mean you don't understand.
Exactly. Like,
and you might lose just because you fight them when you win.
Exactly. Right. So there's like just things about me that I know that I wouldn't like. Like I'm very double standard or hypocritical. Is that
hypocritical?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I know
that.
That I know that about me, and I've been called out about it many times. And again, my wife like told me like, hey, you, and I'm like, you're right. You're right. Just the other day we were having a conversation, and I felt myself being like you're going to a very dark, fucked up place. And she, like, a couple times she was like, wow, like, you really feel like this. And I was like, I should stop. I'm going to stop here.
Oh, it sounds like here.
No. This one was worse. I'll tell you guys off the mic because, because
I'm writing this down.
I was so okay. No. Because it was one of the questions I had for you guys. Do you feel like you complain a lot?
Yes.
No.
It depends. I don't complain in certain situations at all, and then in certain situations I'm a brat.
Okay.
But on the scale of not a lot, regular, a lot.
Well, all of everything combined. Actually, no, I don't complain.
Okay. So I don't think I can complain a lot either. Unless you invite me to complain, then I'll complain about whatever I feel like I.
And then you speak to a manager.
Yeah, and then I'll speak to a manager. But in that, we had the conversation of how do we feel about other people complaining?
Like a partner or just
No,
other
just
people,
other people,
period?
like a friend, a coworker, or whatever.
And complaining or venting?
I see it as the same.
Oh.
So I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop here. Unfortunately, I did not stop here when in the conversation with my wife.
Oh.
Not unfortunately, we are able to have these type of conversations, and it was nothing about her. Like it was nothing about it was just like how I felt about a
But
specific
you understand
something.
how it could be received.
As I was going on, I was like, I'm telling you this because this is my thought, and I get that this is a terrible thought. And then it was only magnified by her. Wow, you need. You don't know how to communicate. So yeah, so I'll explain off the mic. But yeah, if I met somebody like me and was attracted to me. And then found out all that, I'd be like, yeah, it's going to be a hard no for me.
Yeah, I'm damaged.
I don't care how good you give head to yourself.
Holy shit. I was not expecting any of that.
And that's why I don't talk.
Who asked the question?
Oh. I just took it further. But the complaining thing was one of my questions. And that's why, honestly, remember we asked, would you rather be quiet or have somebody hear everything you're saying? I'd much rather be quiet. Because I feel like once I start really getting into how I feel about things, it's this is not a good place to be. For you, for me, whoever's walking by. Yeah.
That is very interesting. Man, just learning so much about Darren.
So much.
I'm sorry.
So much.
This
makes
podcast
everything
is for
worth
me.
it.
It's not for you guys.
Hey, that's what's up.
We need more nights out, friend.
Yeah, we do. Hey, we're cigars. Friday? No, I don't know.
Well, not this Friday. You ain't doing shit this Friday.
You're not even here. Shut
Yeah,
up.
but we were supposed to go.
Yes, I know.
So yeah.
Got in trouble.
Wonder why.
Wonder how.
Damn. Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh dear.
So I saw a commercial that bothered me. And I don't know if it's because, with this whole corona thing, everything's heightened. I went to CVS, I was watching a girl walking down the aisle biting her fingernails, and I was like, that was me. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. How are you doing that? Why are you doing that? How nervous are you that you can't? Sorry.
Oh god.
She literally had her finger, it almost was in her mouth. And I walked towards her for 4 seconds the whole time. Anyway.
Sorry, on that.
Why'd I even bring that up?
I don't know, but my boss, I had my review today, and he was showing me something, and he's just on his desk flipping through, and and the whole time it's like, I hope this man don't try to shake my hand after this meeting, because I wouldn't. He's just
People who lick their finger and turn pages.
what is going on?
There was ladies giving an announcement. She was like, we urge everybody to not touch their hands, mouth, ears, nose, or anything else.
She did the same thing.
Jesus
It's people
Christ.
don't realize how much.
We're fucking disgusting human beings.
Some more than others.
So that's where my
Go.
that's where it was going. So as the lady biting her fingernails, I've seen people biting their nails many times, but I've never had a reaction like that.
Yeah.
Right. You're heightened right now. You notice everything. I saw a commercial I've seen 1,000 times. Bath Fitter.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you're not from Rhode Island, Bath Fitter is a company
I know where
that
you're going.
comes in and fixes your bathtub in a day.
They don't fix it.
Well, they put another one on top of it and act like the dirty one's not underneath it. But now you've got a bathtub that's 20% smaller because it's on top of another bathtub. Is that better, Darren?
Much better, thank you.
Thank you. So, call back. I'm not even going to give them a free promo. So listen, they had a commercial. I've seen it a million times because I watch Jeopardy every night and it comes on. A little child of a race that will remain nameless. Sitting there complaining because his family got bath fitter, and because it was so fast, he didn't even get to skip one bath. he's so upset. And he's like, my friend so-and-so, when he got his bathroom fixed, it took 2 weeks. And I didn't even get to skip one bath.
It was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in
was a
defense,
child.
little kids don't
Hate
be
taking
wanting
baths.
to take. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. So
But even in not wanting to take a bath, you don't get excited to actually not be able to take a bath.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
Like I said, I've seen this commercial a million times. Didn't think nothing of it besides, ew.
But in this climate,
That commercial felt different. That shit hit different, my nigga.
yo, mad shit is hitting different right now, man.
And he was about how his friend had the house where they had to wait 2 weeks. And I'm like, I bet you anything. In this alternate universe where this is a real thing, his friend is black. And his family.
They figured out a way to still clean this.
And they're mad, like, damn. And the black kid's like, what I would do if I had a bath that was done in 1 day.
Yo, Jen. You went through all of this.
Yo, shit's hitting so different right now.
It is true, though. It is true.
You be thinking about nothing.
And then, except for Darren. So none of this? No? What about the wife?
She is more heightened than me about it because of our boys.
Is this because you don't be like watching shit? Maybe my problem is I'm watching shit.
See, I'm trying not to watch anything.
I took ESPN over. That's what got me, man.
I saw a meme
Yeah,
today that said,
I'm not watching a lot. I mean, I'm reading a lot about it. Not a lot, but I'm reading every so often about it.
Yeah.
But it's like...
Because it hasn't really impacted your day to day.
It hasn't,
Yeah.
but it should because like we go to like I went to Renaissance Providence the other day, and it was empty, and so that because it's affecting the hotel industry as well. And I'm thinking like, oh, like, I'm definitely in a cesspool of shit being at a hotel, like there's people from every different walks of life walking through this area, and here I am in the middle of it. So I should be more, but I'm like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Like, what am I gonna do to stop it? Like, I can only like wash my hands and hopefully take care of me, but I can't stop that person who may have it from not walking by me, and I don't know it, and they don't know.
Yeah. So not even like the you getting it threat, because we'd be fine, but not even just like the state of everything. No. Disney, bro. They shut Disney down.
all right, we're not going back to that.
All right, sorry. I'm
While
freaking
we're
out.
speaking about soap and health, this episode is brought to you by Solita Soaps.
Come on now.
If you need some
If there's
soap-
ever a time, people, listen to me.
If you
Hey,
need some soap.
hey, this is me, Bim from the Please Delete This podcast. There's soap available. Solita soap, guys, huh? It's clean and
It's natural.
it's natural.
It is
and,
where art meets soap.
And it's not at Walmart, so you can find it.
find it. You scrub yourself corona free, man.
In a
Just get you some
natural,
soap.
You can't be making those kind of guarantees on the mic, Bim.
You're right.
it is where art meets soap in a natural, organic way. They specialize in soap baskets and solution products such as beard oil and rose water. 100% of the soap products can be customized with its shape, color, herbs, organic oils, types of soaps, and fragrances. Your order is created by you. We just put it together with heavy love. Solita Soaps. Make sure you check them out. SolitaSoaps.com. Or soap.com, no S.
Did you give yours a try?
I know. I'm waiting for my friends
Why are you waiting for us?
because I'm
Because
engaged.
we take baths together.
The three of us.
Just in there
sounds-
splish splashing and shit.
That's not very sanitary.
No.
The
But no,
ducks.
oh, you got a lineup. Nice lineup, though.
I did it.
You did it yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you still won't?
No. I will if I have somewhere, like, important to go,
Oh, okay.
which is
okay.
nowhere.
But then you just let it. Yeah, I wish I could. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to start to use the beard oil now that I can give you yours and your soaps. And actually, the soap is actually very, very, very cool looking. I wish I had it. If I was a good person, I would just go upstairs and get it and show you guys. Maybe afterwards. But it's pretty cool. It has side to exfoliate your skin.
Oh,
and
very
a side
important.
to glaze your skin as well. So
Glaze?
yes.
How you glaze your skin?
Well, it's like the smooth part.
Okay.
You know he don't
He
talk
said-
English.
He said the way she described it to me was the glaze section and the exfoliate section to get off the dead skin.
So if we're talking like sandpaper, you got the high grit and then the low grit.
There we
one
go.
for the sand and one for the
There you
polish.
go.
Yeah, there you
For
go.
the menses to understand. He
Yeah,
speaks-
guys.
He speaks man.
We got to
I speak
exfoliate.
cookie, he speaks man. What you speak? Not English. What English?
Not English.
Not English.
You do.
He speak good English.
He do be.
Aside from my complaint thing, I have nothing else.
Complaint thing.
my complaint question.
Oh, the one that didn't go very well.
It went pretty well. Wish me luck. I applied for a position within my company.
Oh, I was gonna say if it's outside the company, maybe you should. Okay.
No, it's within the company.
What's the? Can you say the role? What the role is?
A level 3 help desk support person.
Okay, and you're currently 2.
I'm currently 1, but I do everything 2 does, and I do just about everything that 3 does.
So he says, "Fuck 2, I'm going for 3, nigga."
Yeah.
Let's go.
I do.
I'm in for that.
I'm looking at the job description. Like I do all this anyway.
When'd you apply?
Today.
My man.
Today.
My man.
I found about today, so I applied.
Nice.
So my boss is gonna get a nice surprise. Like, piece of shit.
Hey, positive vibes, and you can't just sit in the same position forever. Fuck that.
Exactement.
That's how your knees cramp up.
Yes, Jen, that too.
Wish me luck. Hey, Bim, let me ask you a question. Has your fiance ever said to you, "Baby, on your way home, can you pick me up? I don't know, pick me up some cookies or something like that from the store."
Same.
You know the one I like. And yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And then you get home and here's the cookies. And she's like, "Thank you so much." And then she does not eat them.
Yeah, I'm sure something like that has happened.
Why?
Was this even a question, or did you want to just get that out?
Both. Why
I
do they
missed the
do
whole
this?
thing. I was reading
Jen,
some
do you
text.
do that? Do you ask Darling to, "Hey, on your way home, can you stop and get me some cheesecake or something?"
Mm-hmm.
You're like, "I'm in the mood for cheesecake." He's like, "I got you." He comes home with cheesecake, and you're like, "Oh, thank you," and he puts it right next to you, and then you just don't eat it, and you fall asleep or some dumb shit like that. Do you do that?
That's very specific. No. That's very.
Okay.
The subs are real. It started with the Subway in the morning. It's all coming full circle. Mad subs.
Something just happened, Darren.
Good job,
She's
Jen.
good.
She's so good. Flawlessly. Yes. Well,
He said, yes.
what I don't like, and I'm complaining.
Oh, God.
I'm complaining.
This is not the forum.
It is. It is.
Scary here.
It is.
I hate it here. 2020 is the worst. I don't like anything about it.
I don't like when you ask me for something and I do it for you, and then you don't do anything with it. Don't ask me for it if you're not going to do anything with it.
That's what he said. I suck my own dick.
It's not the place.
It's never the place. It's never the time.
Oh dear.
Thank you.
Fine, let me. I'll take it over. I got it. I got it.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry.
Motherfucking Bim. Shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, House Party turned 30.
What?
Did you guys know that? The movie House Party.
I heard you.
30 damn years, yo.
Is that how you came across the
It
clip?
just so happened.
Oh,
No, because I
shit.
didn't even know it was 30 years until after I put the clip out.
Really?
But yeah.
That was brilliant.
You like?
I love it. Hey, listeners, make sure you follow us on YouTube and go check out. I think was it the last clip you posted?
No, the last clip was Jen being a demon.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
yes.
Jesus.
So not the last
Jesus.
clip. I mean, you can check out the last clip, but make sure you check out the one
You set
before
me
that
up for
one.
that one.
That shit killed me when I saw it. The little baby face.
I figured that'd be a nice little surprise.
Oh man,
But yeah, so
the baby face is so confused.
so iconic film, yes. Full Force was on The Breakfast Club, kind of talking
Oh my God, I gotta listen to that.
Yeah, it
I
was-
told you I followed them on Facebook.
about. It was. She did. Why do you follow? It's fine.
Not kid, not play, not none of them niggas.
All
Fuck
of
them.
them.
Full
But Full
fucking
Force?
force.
Well, Full Force has done a lot more for the
That's
in the
why I
music
followed
industry.
them.
You're not following them to see who they're writing for.
No, because it was maybe a month ago. It was like pretty recently.
You talked about this.
Yeah, I went on Tidal and it was like a whole biography on all the shit they've done. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, what? They wrote for who? Now I'm like, these niggas are kind of interesting. So
Yeah.
I followed them on Facebook.
Great interview, a lot of insight to them. But
I didn't really sing. I never really realized it, even though I've heard the songs a million times.
because you didn't watch videos,
Even if I did watch videos.
all cried out. They're in there singing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But even in the songs that I know from House Party, like Ain't My Type of Hype, you don't realize they're singing.
Buff ass motherfuckers.
They're so buff and funny looking.
Yes.
Ain't my type of hype. Go, go.
Oh, classic. Oh.
Act your age, not the size of those jeans you wear. So tight. Yeah, I'm not doing that too.
Hey. Any listeners,
They're singing.
please, if you haven't seen House Party, please go and watch it. It's a movie that aged well. Still funny as shit. Still relevant with certain things. It's just a funny movie. Please go watch House Party if you haven't. And we are old. 30 damn
know what's funny?
years ago.
when I first saw House Party, I know I was too young to be watching House Party.
Yeah.
It was at somebody's house. They had it playing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize what was happening until I watched it again like years later. I'm like, I watched this before.
And then the scene where kids running away and there's the fat dude getting it on. Yeah. I think there's a little titty when he yeah, not his titty.
I smell even that part is a lot for a kid to hear.
That's a lot.
I gotta finish now. I smell pussy. Oh, you guys left me hanging? That's cool.
Fuck, we suck.
I was like, what do you
I
smell,
love you guys.
Jen? She even put her hands out
I'm like, come on, guys.
all together now.
Got this.
Pussy.
Okay. All right.
Oh, no,
I understand the climate.
So I won't ruin the interview for you, but that was their idea, adding that line to the script. Yeah, they made some changes to the script that kind of highlighted their personalities. So yeah, it's a good listen. It's a good listen.
I caught a little bit of The Breakfast Club with Tretch and Salt or Pepper.
That was recent?
Yeah.
Really? I know he was on there before, but really?
Both of them. Whichever one he was married to.
Pepper, yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't know they was married. Somehow that fact skipped over me. So he was kind of talking about... No, he wasn't on there with her. He was on there with their daughter.
With their daughter. That's what it was. Yes.
Yeah. And he was talking about his relationship with Pepper. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, why would you say this in front of your kid together?
That was a little, yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
But even that, I was like, that's a lot of interesting information that I never picked up on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't the healthiest relationship. No. Yeah. Tell us more about your post. You have some good posts.
Which one?
Picasso.
You know what's funny? You was about how old are we? And I'm like, yo, we're a lot closer in age with Picasso.
Tell us more.
How did I land on it? That type of thing?
Well, because I'm sure a lot of people don't even know what we're talking about. But yes, let's do that.
All right, so let me go. I don't know. Say something interesting for like.
Did I screenshot it? I may have screenshot it.
Hopefully, you guys know who Picasso is. I believe he's a famous artist.
Oh,
Pablo Picasso.
Why did I just do that?
One of the most well-known.
So we thought. We thought well-known.
In the world of art.
So, the tweet says, Picasso died in 1973. No one fucking talks to me. I thought this man lived in 1500.
Yo.
Nigga, I thought he came on the boat with Christopher Columbus.
Yo,
fam.
Like him and Magellan.
Yeah.
So,
circumnavigating the world.
So, once again, Pablo Picasso died in the year of our Lord's year. How you say that?
The year of our Lord.
The year of our Lord, 1977.
1973.
73.
10 years before us.
What the fuck?
Our parents were alive with Picasso.
Yo, like, what now? Is it because in school they didn't tell us what year he was born? Because I feel like any artist we talked about in school was from the 1600s or...
Maybe they weren't. Now we got to look the rest of them up.
Fucking hell.
Did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I just thought of it.
I was ready for that. I was ready for the magical school bus. Let's go.
Let's go, Miss Frizzle.
Oh.
Not Miss Frizzle.
But, yeah, so...
It's crazy to think.
But what is... I'm trying to figure out why, though. Why we just assumed. Is it because they always say you have to die first, Beethoven, all these people, before they really fuck with your shit? They must have been fucking with his shit heavy when he was alive.
Maybe because... I don't know.
Right? Because we assume you're great, and you were great because you did shit so long ago, and people are like, oh, shit. But, like, that's not far off from, like, so he must have been getting praised when he was around.
And the other thing is, so he was born in 1881, because I had to look it up. Which means he died at 88 years old, if I'm doing the math right.
Wow.
81, yeah.
So, in a time from back then, I don't know what the life expectancy was, but I always thought the life expectancy was like
40.
Like we'd be dead by now, like all of us. So I'm like, this man lived till 88?
Yeah, people be around. Yeah.
But then you realize 1973 is not that long ago.
No. And House Party came out 30 years ago.
And so when you said that, I'm like, shit.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, yeah, it's weird, man. Like, we're getting old, but we don't feel like we're getting older. At least I don't.
I don't either. Picasso.
I feel like I'm getting older.
Do you? Because your body? Like how your body feels?
Yeah. And I would do it myself. And it's still water thing.
Pablo Picasso died less than 2 decades before House Party came out.
Yeah.
How wild is that shit?
It's all relative somehow.
Come on.
What?
What do you see?
What, Bim?
Members of Full Force were alive at the same time
as fucking Pablo Picasso.
You guys look upset.
A nigga named Kid was alive when Picasso was alive.
Dig that. That's
Martin
crazy.
Lawrence just came out with a third Bad Boys. He was in House Party. Martin Lawrence was alive same time as Picasso.
Come on.
Will fucking Smith was alive with Picasso.
That's fucking weird. I feel like I've been betrayed, or they held information, but that's our parents.
Our parents
Our
were
parents?
alive. Yeah, they were alive with Pablo Picasso. He was just older, a lot older than them. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He was born right after slavery was abolished.
That's crazy.
He was born after slavery. Well, technically. A lot of slaves didn't know because there was no Twitter back then.
Jen.
Slave Twitter would have been fire.
No, it wouldn't.
I should stop right here, right? Sorry. Next, where we? Sorry.
It's so hard not to go.
I'm sorry.
Go off of that situation.
Sorry.
Animal crackers. What are they here for, right? They don't look like the animal. They don't taste like the
They
animal.
really don't. None of the above.
I
Yeah.
feel like I could taste a steak. Chicken tender cracker. Because then it makes sense.
These must be updated. The elephant looked like an elephant.
What I got?
Anyways, I had a hot take that's...
This is a boar?
I don't know. It looks like
Like a fish.
a steak. I don't know.
What shape is this?
Chicken wings.
Stop me if I go too far.
Oh, God.
But I understand why men get paid more.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I
We'll be right back.
only say this because I'm in the process of planning a wedding.
Oh,
And,
boy.
oh, man, my lady wants to spend some money. How else am I supposed to keep up with this? If
Bim, help me.
the boss don't just throw me a little bit more money to satisfy my wife.
Bim, help me.
What happened?
I'm usually right. I'm usually right or die.
I'm wilding?
I don't see how men should make more money correlates with what you just said about planning a wedding.
She want to spend my money.
So men should make more money because
She's spending mine.
all right. I understand.
I'm foul?
No, not
Jen?
because men are more qualified. I'm happy to
No,
like
God,
that.
we're equally qualified. Just give me more money. Or don't ask for nothing.
So we need more because we're spending more on women. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Inadvertently,
Just to
the money's
clarify.
coming back to us.
So
why
women make more.
If women just made more, then we just buy it on our own. We don't have to involve you. And you can suck your own dick and we'd be all happy.
That is never true.
Never true.
That is never true.
Not even a little bit.
Nope.
Oh, my God. That was such a lie.
That purse they shut. So
I can't say that.
yeah, good. Of course, it's in jest, ladies and gentlemen, but weddings are fucking expensive.
Weddings are fucking expensive.
Man, oh man. But we started saving a certain amount every pay cycle just to, line up. So far so good. Like I don't feel it as bad. But then when I see like totals,
Yeah, don't look at the
hey.
totals. Don't look at the totals. It'll just ruin your life. Hey, wedding's not too far off.
No,
I'm excited.
I told you the date, yeah.
I think so.
He put it in the WhatsApp because it was a
I
former
can search it
invite.
from there. Unless I miss it, I'll be upset.
Nah, you're not gonna miss that shit.
Hell no. Hell no, I won't
I'm
miss that
super
shit.
excited for you. Is there something you're looking forward to once you're married?
You know what? Today she called me hubby. I don't get all gushy and shit. Man, I was at work like
Me?
you.
He's looking at his phone. and then he texts back, all right, nigga.
I apologize.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a good time for me to say, if you've never watched us on YouTube and you only listen to us audibly, mark this point. It's a little after an hour. Go back to the YouTube and you'll see why shit got shut down like Disneyland for a second.
That I will not be making that into a clip, by the way.
So you gotta earn that. You gotta go on YouTube and find that shit.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
Anyway, so I guess I look forward to being called hubby.
That's the takeaway.
Or being somebody's husband. Yeah.
Husband, yes.
Yeah. I mean, because other than that, and living together will be an adjustment. But like, yeah, I think that's my wife.
Do you feel? I'm sorry, I'm getting super nosy. Do you feel that you're gonna feel pressure in being a husband?
What kind of pressure?
So like, I don't. The only way I can describe it is I was talking to a friend of mine who recently got married, and before he got married, he was saying that like I'm going to be her husband, and I feel like there's a pressure of me to be a husband, whatever that role means to you or to him. So for him, it was being responsible for things, taking care of things that he feels a husband will take care of. So I ask you, in your idea of being a husband, is there something that you're like, damn, now I gotta do this or change that or step up here, or whatever that means to you?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm naive in that, but I feel like not even like just husband stuff, but like I just have to continue to be the best version of me. For the sake of us, you know what I'm saying? Like it goes from solo to a team effort.
Got it.
So I just got to be a dope teammate, yo. Like off night, pass that out, I'll take the 3. You know what I'm saying? Like just that collaboration kind of thing.
I like it.
Yeah. So just like yeah. I never even like thought of like husband duties because we get bossed around anyways, like married or not. But like just just making the team thing work.
There's the idea that not so much husband duties, like now I'm a husband, I have to do X, Y, and Z, but kind of like filling that role in whatever you think that is. Whether the idea you have of being a husband is from like seeing your father be a husband, seeing
Cosby.
your friends be a husband, seeing Cosby be a husband. Don't model Cosby, please.
You are.
I meant to say
Dope hat.
Huxtable.
Love that hat.
Thank you.
But just in like, because I know like from myself, this being the second time felt like so much different, and it felt like you got to be better.
Yeah.
So for you and whatever that means to you, like I was wondering if there's a difference, and not so much a difference in how you're gonna act or how behave, but is there like a thing that you're like, I'm husband now?
I think I understand what you mean. Like when people are dating or even engaged, it's not as permanent.
Yeah.
So now once you're married, it's more like, okay, I can't fuck up. Whereas if you're just kind of dating, you can fuck up, you can break up if necessary, whatever. But when you're married, you're supposed to make that work, and there's no exit. There's no way out. You know what I mean?
I can't.
You can't
not
just
talk to you for 2 days. I don't feel like talking to you.
Yeah.
Like you gotta make that work.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think maybe it's because we've been working through stuff and we've been together for a while. The biggest difference would be living together. So then in that regard, it's like, okay.
You can't ever turn it off.
Navigate, yeah. So like when I hang up the phone now and I'm like, I'm on the couch and I'm doing me, nah, we in the house. So that will come. But other than that, just, I don't know, doing my part. I guess, like, try not to piss her off. Make, like, because work can be it could be a long day, other stuff. I want to be the peace, at the crib. Yeah. In whatever that involves, you know what I'm saying?
Boo. Boo. Boo.
Okay.
What the hell?
Last question.
Oh.
she said boo 3 times to see her voice.
Because yours wasn't going up that high, and I wasn't sure because you were talking low tones, or your mic wasn't working because you had the thing earlier.
Nah, because I'm talking
and I wanted people to be able to hear what you were saying, so I waited and then I tested out my mic to see how high my peaks go.
Yeah, I'm coasting.
So I have one more question for the both of you.
Okay.
There you
go. So when Tisha was filling in for me, I forgot where I was. You guys quickly touched upon marriage. And
whoa, were you listening to us again recently?
No, I just remembered.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
I remember that because I was like, I want to be in that conversation.
Okay, I see why that was.
Okay.
And like you guys spoke about it, and this one so rapidly just went off on another direction, and you guys just left the conversation by itself.
That did happen.
And I was like, ah! So look at she's like, yeah, I
don't even know what it was, but
it was something like super dumb. Anyways, so you guys got in the conversation of, like for her it was, do you want to get married, which is funny. So my question to you guys, and if I don't, whatever you think, do you think what is the appropriate age to get married or to be ready to be married?
I don't think there's an appropriate age.
Okay.
Just like I don't think there's an appropriate age to have kids. No one's ever ready to have a kid.
Okay.
No
So,
one- you know
so
what I mean?
if 20-year-old comes to you like, I think I'm ready to get married.
If they
I'm sure it
feel
depends on the
ready,
person.
for me, that's too early.
Okay.
But when you say appropriate age, I'm thinking that you mean there's a specific age that you should be married by.
Okay. Well, no.
So for that, no.
Okay, so let me change it. What up to what age is too early to get married?
I would say, well, everything being the same, the whole like everything as is now. If you gotta be 25 to rent a car, I don't think you should be signing no damn marriage certificate prior to 25.
That shit's so permanent.
Yeah, and a lot of things can be impacted. Like it's a ripple effect, especially if you bring kids into it. Not saying that everybody matures right at 25, no. But if you can't trust anybody younger than 25 to rent a car, I don't think they should be like starting a family and making decisions and creating life. Granted, you don't have to get married to have a baby, but just wait a little bit.
I mean, even with having a baby, I think that's not as. I feel like having a kid young is not as scary as being married too young.
Yeah.
Because your kid will grow with you, and eventually, you'll get better at being a parent.
Hopefully, if it's a
Hopefully.
good environment in the crib.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're a kid and you're growing up and trying to be a partner, like you said, it's a different situation being a partner versus being a caretaker. Now you may or may get better or worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might be like, shit, I'm going to start cheating on this person. Or I might. Whereas if you're a parent, you just decide to learn to get better.
Yeah.
For the most part.
And then also, how much do you even know yourself before
Yep.
a certain age, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, and obviously, some marriages work out, high school sweethearts, and boom, it works out. But if you don't know yourself and you don't have the kind of relationship where your partner can adjust and understand the different versions of you that come over the years, let alone right after high school, like, goddamn,
Yeah,
I'm
vice versa.
nowhere near the same person. Yeah, and then the same on the other end. How can you then bring somebody else into your world when your world hasn't even developed?
But the thing is, when you're 21, 22, you think your world has developed.
You think, yeah. That's why the folks who can make certain rules like
So if you because we all remember being kind of remember being 20, 21, 19,
Shit.
thinking you're grown, thinking you know shit. And so to you, if it makes sense, it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we only have this view now because we've been through it. And me, myself, I'm not the same person as I was when I was 25.
Right.
Period. I'm not the same person I was when I was 17. I'm not the same person I was when I was 32. You know what I mean? And that's when you learn that you change over time constantly, you look at things differently.
Yeah.
So, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
What do you think, DK?
The man who's been married before 25 and after.
Right?
So I put the age at like between 25 and 27. So I guess 26 to meet right in the middle. And like you, I feel like you don't know yourself. You don't know a lot of yourself until you get into that upper 20s range.
I'm still learning about myself, like a lot about myself.
But a lot of you is already set. You know what I mean? Like your personality is kind of set. By the time you're like 30, 32, you already know if you're a bag of shit or not. And that's not going to change.
So you can at least say, okay, I'm a bag of shit. So when I go into my relationship, I'm better at communicating to the person.
Yeah.
I'm a bag of shit. Or
Yes.
recognizing when I'm being a bag of
Exactly.
shit. But when you're like 24
And you're not sure if you're a bag of shit or not.
and you're like, what the fuck's your problem?
Yeah.
No,
Not realizing that you may be the problem. Or that there's a possibility that that's not
Or
them.
maybe the possibility that you made a mistake and you saw something that wasn't really there or
Exactly.
something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely put it like upper 20s.
so glad I didn't get married at 21 or 22
Thanks,
or
man.
23 or 24 or 25. I'm just thinking about my situations I was in.
To anybody young that's listening to us and you're thinking about getting wed, at least I hope you're doing it because you want to do it or you feel like it's what you want to do, not because you're being told that's what you should do or you have the impression that's what you have to do.
And being told, as in being told by a certain person, people, or even as a society,
Yep.
Facebook is, oh, you're not married yet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't let all those pressures
Nope.
make you feel like you're behind
Nope.
something.
Yeah, and marriage is forever. Like
Forever. That's
if you,
the thing that people don't get no
right.
more.
If you stay together for 5 more years or 4 more years, you're still together.
Yes.
You know, you could just take care of that. It's a paper, right? But it's legally binding. So take your time.
Yep.
Understand the process. Understand
There's
each
no
other.
rush.
There's no rush. Come on,
No
what are we
rush.
doing over here?
But don't be waiting 15 years to propose to your girl.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, well, let's talk about that because I
Okay.
mean,
So
if somebody, you know,
struck a nerve.
if somebody want to take,
Ah.
you know, their time,
Yeah, take your time.
So,
Don't rush to
all right,
propose
so
because
I think we're
social
gonna
media
have,
said
we're gonna
you
have
should.
different answers on this. How long is too long to be in a relationship and not be married? Yeah, I'm gonna be the problematic one to go there.
That's a good question.
so I'll use myself as an example. So me and the lady are together for I hate that I put myself in this position for 6 years
That's not bad.
before I proposed.
That's
It's not bad at all.
That's
And then
actually
to
pretty
her, her clock was like, hey, look, if we went like another 2 years, then I was going to have to say, hey,
What
the
the
fuck
fuck?
is going on? So
good. Yeah, but
I
6
mean-
and 8 are very different.
they are.
Yes.
But I mean,
It's not. No. Well, I think once you pass 7, you're like, all right, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, you was right at the threshold, brother. Man.
so I mean, yeah, I knew I was knocking on the door, and I just want to make sure I was ready.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Don't ever rush. Always
Yeah.
make sure you're ready.
Right.
But if you wait after, to me, I would say, I'm with her, like something close to 8 years, and you know, you're not even showing any signs.
And this is not living together, no kids involved, or are we
Yeah.
thinking different scenario?
No, I'm thinking same scenario.
Okay.
No hood marriage.
Don't do that.
That's what teacher said.
But it's not only in the hood.
All right, no.
Shacking up.
There you go.
No shacking up.
like Michael McDonald said, and I always bring it up. He said in the line in the song of Patti LaBelle.
I keep forgetting. No.
Oh,
No, the other one.
on my own.
Yes.
Love
Thank
that
you.
song.
Great song. And the day I realized he says, now we're here talking divorce, and we weren't even married.
Oof.
I said, that's how I know this man's a nigga. That's what I said to myself. First time I realized, that's how I know. He said, we talking divorce and we ain't even married. Brother, how you skip a step like that? How you skip the main step?
Oh boy. I am playing that shit on the way home. Let me cue it up. Yo,
I
Michael
love
McDonald.
John. I love John.
Oh,
That's a
boy.
good. That's a good answer though.
I forgot what the answer was.
What was the answer?
She said right around 8.
Oh, yeah.
years.
Yeah. Otherwise,
I don't know. I don't think I've ever really given that much thought to that question.
Because we the ones that take our time.
Well, we take our time, and I also feel like we, in a way, rush too. I guess depending on the guy. Like I feel like in a good relationship, a guy maybe after like 4 years will be ready.
I think that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like if
Because-
things are going well.
I mean, if somebody proposes after 1 year or 2 years, if they really feel strongly, I don't think that's bad.
No, but it's
But-
like there might be a couple things.
But, you know, even if they
right.
do it after a year or two, I would expect and suggest that, yeah, they're engaged, but they don't get married a month later. Like, they're going to take a couple years to plan the
true.
wedding,
Yeah.
True.
save up money, and,
true.
you know,
Yes.
overall, it'll be
Yeah.
4 or 5 years
Yes.
before you're
Yes.
walking down the aisle. That's what I would think. It's just the earlier you ask, the earlier you can start planning, which is, I guess, kind of fun. But
planning is fun. Not for them, but it was,
No,
no,
I ain't saying it was
planning's
fun.
fun. He
It's
just don't spend the
expensive.
money. Yeah.
It's expensive. Oh God. Oh God.
I watched the clip
no,
yesterday.
no.
I'm trying to change the subject because you look traumatized. I watched a clip yesterday where you was like, goo goo. That shit was funny.
Sunny I did.
Fela Kuti.
That was fun.
There's a lot of dumb shit that I say because of this podcast that I don't even realize it's from the podcast. Like Kaiser, he's talking and saying a little jibber jabber now, and I always say to him like "falala," and he says it back and say "lala." Yeah, falala.
That's good.
That's actually very great.
Oh fuck.
Hey guys, plug things. I'm going to the bathroom.
Again? Oh,
I didn't go.
Oh, that's right.
It just looked
can
like
you
I did.
Can you pass that?
Sure enough.
No.
Jen said no, and she meant it. So thank you for listening to rocking with us. This 4. Make sure you follow us on social media platforms, PLSDELTHIS. On Twitter, the same handle. On Facebook, we're Please Delete This. On YouTube, we're Please Delete This. Make sure you follow, subscribe, and share our video content. Follow us on your favorite streaming platforms, such as Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes Radio, iHeartRadio, all the streaming platforms that you are a part of, except for Tidal. We should be there. So make sure you listen and check us out. Certainly interact with us. We love the interaction. Hit us up. Let us know what you want to talk about. Send us stupid videos. We like to repost things on our page and have conversations about them. Make sure you check out our... I don't know what to call them because of Jen. I don't know what to call them. Make sure you check out our good friends over at Solita Soap, www.soulita.com, and also our friends over at Restoration One. Make sure you check them out for your restoration needs.
Yes.
I don't think I could say that right.
You just did it.
Restoration. It doesn't sound right. But continue.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Restoration. I can't say it. Restoration One. Water damage experts. Yes. Again, be prepared. Take the number down. You never know. You don't want to be scrambling through the yellow pages, kids. I bet you don't know what that is. Or searching on the internet, or digging through the podcast to figure out what was the number. What was the number? Take it down now. 401-205-3567. Keep that number on hand if you have any issues with water damage, fire damage. These are the folks you want to reach out to. Yes. Restoration One, water damage experts.
Yeah.
What you got going on this weekend, brother?
More bathroom stuff.
How far are we? You got the toilet in, or you just
toilets in? Okay. Vanities in. I did all the plumbing this morning.
Golly, I can't wait to see it.
Oh man, it was. I was actually freaking out a little bit because so we were looking for a double vanity. We knew we wanted the space for it, and but we didn't want to pay that much, But whatever. So we were prepared to spend $1,000 on it. Right, it hurts, right? Luckily, Craigslist came through. Found one for $250.
Oh,
in great shape. Came out of a house in Newport, so it was in great shape. It came with the hardware already. Like literally needed nothing for $250.
Oh, that's a steal.
The hardware alone is gonna run us like $150.
Yeah.
So the fact that we got all that stuff for $250, we just got to wipe it down, clean it up a little bit. But I finally got that installed this morning.
Nice.
Figuring out the drains took a bit.
Yep.
Because they're like 32 inches apart. So to find one that fits it, we had to. Was it Jimmy rig?
Cut it down.
Yeah, exactly. Get an extender or whatever like that. So we finally got that working, which is great. So this weekend will be baseboard, and we're going to try to clean up the shower because I fucking ruined the shower.
You're supposed to put stuff.
We did, and then it just kind of crumpled in. So we're going to be cleaning up the shower. But right now we have a toilet on the first floor, and we have a sink on the first floor. So,
come on, man.
I need to put up lighting and a mirror and some other stuff, but it's almost there.
Yeah, baseboard is going to be super quick for you. Yeah. That's wow! Look at that! Congrats, man!
Yeah, finally,
I'm happy for you, man.
Thank you.
Oh, y'all got to talk guy talk. That was good.
A little bit. We did some plug-ins. Set it up to Restoration and Solita again. Yeah, but we out here. What?
I don't know. She looked like she.
I know.
I was confused.
Like wasn't.
Oh, Restoration One.
Yeah, I caught on. That's why I didn't ask.
Oh, okay.
But it just took me a second. Because you said it fast. I was like, what he say? Restoration?
You got anything coming up this weekend, Jen?
Nah. Oh, well, no, I don't have anything coming up because I went on the Facebook. Y'all might have seen my post about this. They had events coming up near you.
Oh.
It was Cedric at Mohegan.
Oh.
Tickets said $19 to $29. I was like, fucking what? I don't even know who I'd go with, but I know that I can find somebody to go to Cedric with me for $19. So I go to buy the tickets. I get all the way to the last step where it's like, Ticketmaster asked, do you want to pay for ticket insurance? And in my head, I'm like, ticket insurance? Oh, my God. There's going to be a lot of people at this place. It's a fucking casino. It's going to be in the arena. What if they cancel it because they can't have crowds of people in places?
All worked up.
So I
canceled.
And I put on Facebook, I almost bought Cedric tickets for $19, and then I canceled. And everybody's like, you should have bought them, you pussy. And the next day they canceled.
Pussy?
Next day, they canceled the NBA. Now it's like, oh, who the pussy now?
Right.
Who the wuss now?
I smell.
Right.
pussy.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
You know how it feels,
I
right?
know how it feels. Bim, you got.
So I have plans. To answer your question.
You got anything going? Are you taking a road trip?
Yeah, no, we're gonna fly.
Oh,
I'll brave the airways. Heading to Maryland to see my guys.
what up, you?
Shenny's actually on his way. He's taking a red eye, so he'll be down there. So yeah, kick it with the fellas.
That's good.
See Tosin's new crib. I haven't seen it since they bought it a couple years
what
ago.
up,
So,
Toe?
yeah.
That was the first time I met him in
Really?
in Florida. That was the first time I've seen his name fly around, but I never knew him.
He wasn't in Puerto Rico? No, he wasn't. Oh, wow.
So, can I tell you this to backtrack to that? That morning that we made breakfast was the funniest morning I've ever spent with two other guys. So somehow, the three big fat guys in the house got tasked to make breakfast for these children, right?
Actual children or the childish men?
The childish men,
Okay.
right? So of course everybody went, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And the three dads, we're in dad mode. We're like, all right, fuck it, we'll go to the store, and we go to Aldi's, and we have like we're just like laughing and joking, and we're trying to figure out how much food to get. You would think we were feeding an army of men, and we were. None of us thought this is gonna take a lot of power to make. Like not power, but it's gonna take a lot to make.
Some effort, yeah.
Yes, but we had like kind of a game plan. So of course the three dads.
Did you make the eggs not last?
I didn't make eggs.
Okay.
I know I didn't make eggs.
You gotta
There
make
was
eggs
French
last.
There was
toast,
eggs, yeah.
and there was eggs, and there was
Bacon.
bacon, and there was sausage.
So we got so much
Bim
food.
jumped in like the little kid that Darren just described to reminisce
Yo,
about the food.
At a
They
point in
made so
time
much food.
while we were making, there was like 7 of them standing in the kitchen, just like, is it done yet?
Trying to reach over and
Right,
grab
right.
something.
Stop touching. Go sit down. Fucking Shenny was like, look at my ladies. Shit was hilarious. I don't think I've ever laughed so much when being made fun of. He was like, look at my 3 ladies. Yummy, and Toe. And I tell you, the funniest shit in the world. So after we're all done eating, I'm talking to Clarabelle, and she's like, huh. So you
Make
went to the
breakfast then.
store
Right.
to do food shopping,
And then you came back and
and you
cooked it.
cooked it.
And you served it. So you have this ability. And you've been laying here like you're handicapped from the feet down, up and down. I'm hungry. You can make your own food and eat.
This is true. Oh,
I had
boy.
no rebuttal.
Nope.
I was like, no, you
got
are
that
right,
one.
my friend.
Oh, fuck.
I'm with your sister. He's right.
Oh,
I would
man.
understand why you love him too.
Telling you so many reasons. So many reasons.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even put that together. Yeah, wow. But hey, thank you guys for that. That was
Shout out,
truly
Yummy.
a splendid
Yeah,
moment.
It was great. And it was just great to be around guys. Not in a gay way. Or in a gay way.
Darren,
Yeah, what?
you don't have to add that part.
I felt like I do.
It's all right, man.
Because somebody's going to be like, Darren's gay. Kay would be like, Darren's gay.
I would have said it, but it doesn't make it true.
I would have said it, but
You don't listen to me. So shout out to Yummy. Big country. Big America.
Big America.
And shout out to Toast. And that was the first time I met him. Real cool.
Yeah, that's my guy.
And I love when you, like, you know how he was saying guys that we don't make friends? But when we do, it's because, they're cool to other people. And it's fucking cool.
Yeah,
like,
man.
There was no, like, I don't really mess with that. I don't know.
Yeah, we over the years weed out the questionable ones who couldn't mesh with the rest of the crew. So, yeah.
It's fun. So have a good time in Maryland.
We will, man. We will. Yeah.
Fantastic.
We done? Wrap up?
You pull out your cards like you was gonna do something with them.
No, I just wanted to play with something in my hand. Pause.
Hey-o.
See?
But that doesn't make it true, Darren. Just because I say hey-o doesn't mean,
I do like to play with things in my hand. Okay. I feel like when I don't know if you guys do that, but if you're like arguing or getting into kind of a back and forth, I don't look at her. I have to like play. Do all this. Yeah. I have to play with something like in my.
So
hand.
you don't look at her. Though.
No,
you're looking down.
No,
at
I'll look down.
That must drive her crazy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I know I'm not looking
That
at her. I can't tell.
He's like, I'm looking at her. I can't tell.
But I feel like in argument modes, I can't look, or I'm gonna come off as super disrespectful, or super like confrontational.
So that's you keeping yourself like at a
Yeah,
cool.
Like I'm just gonna try to process this and look away. And
I think people assume more from my looks and my faces than actually is there. Like, people tell me, "Oh, you're mad," or "You're this, you're that," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I was just blanked out. Like,
I didn't hear anything you said.
What?
No, that's what you're saying. No, I heard
I'm about to say, how you pull a Bim? What happened?
He's so good at that.
But that's all people have to work with sometimes, Jen, is just what they're staring
I know,
at.
and that's usually a problem for me. It always backfires before I even know it's a thing. I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Anything else, Bill?
What are you doing? Oh, you said bathroom stuff this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, nothing.
Just be careful out there, guys. I know. I'm sorry. I'm such a fucking bummer.
You are the worst.
I'm sorry. Just be careful, guys. I love you. Darren does, Jen does. Just, wash your legs, wash your hands.
Oh,
wash
my
everything.
God, Jen.
What?
Not telling the story on the mic.
Okay.
Oh, you got one too?
Yes.
Okay, we got to go, guys. We have to talk and you guys not hear what we're saying.
Wait. So since you're mentioning that.
Oh, boy.
Because I kind of touched on it with the bath fitter thing. And to our white friends, I love you all, and I'm not talking about you because I know you're not these type of people.
Of course not.
But there has been chatter that a lot of people in America, I wouldn't even say it's just white people, but it's just the joke that goes on the internet. But in reality, it's not just white people. A lot of people don't regularly wash their hands, or especially after touching something germy.
Yeah.
And so now everybody's like buying hand sanitizer and soap, and everybody's like, what was everybody doing before? I don't even think it's the people who don't wash their hands now all of a sudden deciding to buy soap to wash their hands. I think it's the opposite. I think it's people who already wash their hands a lot.
Just doing it way more.
Who are just doing it way more.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh my God, all these people don't wash their hands, so now we're freaking out and we're just buying more shit just in case. Because if you didn't care about washing your hands last week, you don't give a fuck now.
It's true. Maybe a little. They'll get hand sanitizer.
I've always hated people who use hand sanitizer instead of washing their hands.
It's God.
That gives me anxiety, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Rabble.
Oh dear.
So I was gonna allude to the signs you showed us from your job.
Oh yes, yeah. I can't say too much about work, but yeah, there was just a lot of hand washing signs on walls and mirrors and table tents and everything, and just guys, just do it. Come on.
Old girl on the real talking about she don't wash her hands after she goes to the bathroom.
Yeah. Like,
why? Why? Why is that your life? And why are you being open like Darren and sharing that?
Yeah. She married already.
That doesn't make it okay.
They don't care after they get married. End it. End it.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Later.
We're going to go talk without you. Bye.